Buka.net. We're here with the talent coordinator for the Waterfront Blues Festival, Peter Dammann. He's also the legendary guitar player for the Paul DeLay Band. So Peter, when did you first get involved with the Waterfront Blues Festival?
Well, I played at the very first one, which was the Rose City Blues Festival, which was 22 years ago.
Tell me a little bit about what you deal with in booking so many bands. I mean, it must be daunting. Pros and cons of that.
Well, it's it's sort of like a treasure hunt. You sort of start off in the fall and looking around. I talk to a lot of other festivals on the West Coast to sort of confer, share notes about who we want to get, who we're going to try to route through the Northwest in early July, late June. So, because it's all about who's going to route through this part of the world in early July. So, it's a lot of it is the luck of the draw, really. I have to say Solomon Burke takes the cake. Solomon Burke, great, legendary soul singer, huge guy. His contract writer called for a red carpet laid to center stage, a throne, and 24 dozen roses. And the first time I read the contract, I thought, 24 roses, what does he want 24 roses for? Then I read the writer again and said, 24 dozen roses. 24 dozen roses, and I'm thinking, wait, this is the Oregon Food Bank. We can't go out and buy 24 dozen roses. Anyway, we got the roses donated. So I got a throne. Took me like a week to find a throne. I called up the stage prop companies, right? So I got a throne delivered to the stage the day he's going to perform. Well, the throne turns out to be a prop throne, like it's made out of balsa wood. And Solomon Burke weighs like 450 pounds, right? And I looked at the thing, it was wrapped in saran wrap, shrink wrapped and stuff for protection. We took the wrapping off and went, oh my God, this thing will be like splinters by the time he gets through with this. So we tried to reinforce it, and anyway, we gave up on it. We ended up using an Anvil flight case that we covered with red velour. We put him on center stage. And then he got out here and he just basically, all those roses he just threw out to, any good-looking woman he could find in the crowd. It was like, here you go, babe. Here you go, baby. Here you go, babe. In the course of his gospel set, he did two sets. He did an R&B set on a Saturday night, and he did a gospel set the next day. During the gospel set, he married like 4 couples on stage during his set. And, he did these vows. He said, repeat after me. He had this couple up here. And they started repeating after him. And the vows were like so raunchy. And like the couples would just be like red with embarrassment. The crowd was howling, and that would have to be kind of the most kind of bizarre, kind of funny. The fact that it's this is the only really major festival in the country that I know of that is owned by a social service agency. Most major concerts, even most major fundraising concerts, are produced by some sort of concert production company, and they give some percentage of the net to the beneficiary. In this case, the Oregon Food Bank owns the event. I work for the Oregon Food Bank. I don't work for a production company. I work for the Oregon Food Bank. All the beer sales are run by the Oregon Food Bank. All the vendor merch, everything that is the net off this event goes to the Oregon Food Bank.
Best audience in the world here.
Well, the best audience and also the best crew. I mean, the crew, these aren't like the professional crews that do big stages week in, week out. I mean, some of them do, but most of them are like school teachers who take this weekend off. They've been doing it for 10 or 15 years, come here, and they're like as good as any stage crew anywhere. And that's not my opinion. That's like the opinion of these hard-nosed road managers who are really taskmasters, and if it's not perfect, they go ballistic. And these people all go, man, you guys are pros. This is so smooth. You know, where there's hardly any. Every set is on time. You know, the bands end on time. The next stage starts on time. The place just runs like a machine, but it's also loose and friendly and organic. Actual festival for me is like what happens when you get to the top of Mount Everest that you do for 15 minutes before you turn around and go back down the hill. It's like I spend all year in this long, slow, uphill slog. Then I get to the top, and here's the festival, and it's this great thing. Then I just turn back down and go back down
Back
the
down
hill.
to earth.
So now tomorrow morning, I'm heading back down the hill, gang.
And then you start getting the phone calls and emails again. You gonna put my band in there next year?
Oh, I've already got like a dozen promo packs from people that stop me on the, you know, hey, listen to this. Yeah, okay, all right.
Are we lucky or what, huh? Is this the best event in the world or what? All right, and it just keeps getting better.